So this is what we have coming up in Group A of the women's 55 kilo final. Christian Alves Reis of Brazil going for 93. A whole load of leaps up at 100. Rodinova of Uzbekistan. Charlotte McGuinness of Great Britain. Nadia Mohammadian of Iran. Just look at those names. Camila Campos, the America's champion. Shevchuk, the European champion. Zhao, who's won the lot. Bezra Duman as well. Rehab Ahmed. Shevchuk, the world record holder.
1 minute remaining for changes to the first attempt.
We're going to meet the athletes imminently. World champion, Paralympic record holder, Rehab Ahmed with the heaviest attempts. Nine in this group, by the way. So now we know where Askarova would have gone. She presumably did not get into the weigh-in in time as the record holders, but we also want to see who we're concentrating on for the next hour.
Powerlifting Championships in Dubai. This is the women's up to 55 kilo Group A session. Please welcome the athletes. Representing Great Britain.
So, starting off with, from Great Britain, Charlotte McGuinness, the World Junior silver medalist from Harrogate. And the America's silver. Christian Alves Reis for Brazil.
Nadia Mohammadian.
Muslima Nuridanova.
Representing Uzbekistan, Muslima Nuridanova.
There she is. Mohammadian for Iran coming out first. Nuridova next for Uzbekistan. That's her. They have changed the lifting order, but this is the order they were originally due to go in. Camila Campos. What a brilliant campaigner this woman is. And what awaits? Can she get into the top 3 in this World Championship final?
Representing Egypt,
Mariana Shevchuk, the world champion, European champion, world record holder. Zhao Yinping of China.
Representing Turkey, Bezra Duman.
Bezra Duman of Turkey. And how often we've seen her right up at the top of this. And likewise, Rehab Ahmed, the African champion, and not just that. Brilliant field, awesome field. And for the next hour, well, we're going to be entertained. For them, it's a different story, of course. It's all about the glory.
So now the coaches are focused on who was at the top in this last flight, Flight B, and ensuring their athletes beat those markers and then continue to move on. As we know, the race is towards Paris, and these ladies qualifying, and this is a mandatory step towards it, and so they just want to get good lifts in, accurate, and move on.
Well, we've got the referee's draw as well to move on with.
Please welcome our technical officials to the field of play.
This is who will be looking after this final. At the end of this morning session. The competition starts at 9:30. I mean, everybody's getting into position about 7 or 6:30. Will be, after a little briefing, the end of the morning shift, and then the afternoon shift will come in between now and 9. We're approaching midday. Jari Laino of Finland is the center referee, the head referee. It is the Natalia Tskai, who is our left-hand side referee from Kazakhstan. The right-hand side referee from Malaysia is Kadi Kama Ruzaman. Piyunak and Akate of Thailand is the technical controller. Fatih Shahab, the technical director of Libya. And this final is 90 seconds away in Group A.
On the field of play.
Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best in the West End. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
So there we go, and we are ready to go. The countdown is on in Dubai.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for Powerlifting? The bar is loaded, 92 kilos, representing Great Britain, Charlotte McGuinness.
So Charlotte McGuinness starting off for Great Britain. It was silver behind her teammate Olivia Broom in the Tbilisi World Cup earlier this year in April. From Harrogate, I think everybody knows where it is now. Lottie, student at Leeds Trinity University. She's been so 6th in the European Championships last year. It's her second World Championships, 11th. She came in the elites and the senior, as it then was, and silver in the World Junior Final. So here she comes going for 92. So she's starting reasonably high. She was looking at 100 originally, and then obviously what happens is they start whittle down. A lot of them are trying to get into and stay in Group A. Just to let you know that Chow leads going into this group. If you're just joining us for this, Chow on 96 for Vietnam, the Southeast Asian Games champion. Among those who didn't get a mark, Greta Daniel of Armenia, that was a shock. And in second place at 93, Utara of Cote d'Ivoire. And in terms of the total lift, Zuktamova leading on 2.71. So keep that in mind. We've had precious few been able to get all 3 lifts in so far. So it's a major championship debut for Christian Alves Reyes. No World Cups to her name, this going for 93.
That was a really great lift by the young lady from Great Britain to open this flight A up. Just absolutely perfect.
So here she comes in. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Christian Alves Reyes going there for a lift of 40. Oh, here she is. And going good. And going strong. And for 93, that too is a good lift. So McGuinness 92, Alves 93, and leading at 96, Chow Huang Tuan Lo from Group B. It is game on here, definitely.
That was really nice. Just brought it straight down, locked out, straight up, comes back a little bit, but keeps it in control and drives to the top. Nicely done. Really nicely done.
The bar is loaded, representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Madia Mohammadian.
Mohammadian coming now for Iran. And it's only in the past 12 months that Iran have had female international para-powerlifters, so it is a welcome arrival into this sport. Going for 95, so a chance to lead this group at the very least.
She's
95.
She's strapped in and she's ready. Coach is ready to take out the bar on her sister.
Nadia Mohammadian. 95. Looking to get that lift pushed through. Has she been able to make that work, and what is her big debut? Yes, she has. 2-1 in her favor. That was glorious. Well, we've not seen her on the big stage before, and there she is, her first competitive lift for Iran, for a woman, for a world championships, and she gets it.
Fantastic. Well done. Really nice. She had one red on the stop. We'll take a look at it on the replay, but the 2 whites is what she needed. Here she comes. Straight up, locked out. Looks great. She's pleased.
Next up, Muslima Nuruddinova. Now, we've not seen her actually on the scene for a few years. She's the former Asian Youth Games champion for Uzbekistan, 5th in the last Asian Games in Jakarta, 5th in the Asia Oceania Championships last year, 7th in the European Open Championships in 2017.
And she's shown the referees her extension, indicating that she will not lock out evenly. One arm is shorter than the other. Now she's got the wrist wraps that she's tightening to ensure that the wrist stays stable and support the weight under the bar. It's always advisable for lifters to wear wrist wraps. Some do not, specifically some of the men, and that's okay if they feel they can handle it, but it is advisable just for the extra support.
1 minute.
Well, here she is, ready for the first lift to hit 100. This would be the lead in this competition, coming in the first round of Group A. Nuruddinova for 100. Well, she's putting so much into this, and that is a good lift for the Uzbek.
Nicely done. Let's take a look at the replay. It looked a little fast on the chest by the eye, but let's take a look at the replay and see what we see. Here she is. You know what? She stops. And the wrist wrap falls off on the way up. So well done.
Well, there's so much going wrong there, and yet she was able to clamber over, and she made it work, she made it pay. This is a woman who now is looking for her first individual World Championship medal. She's well capable of it. She did win team gold last time with Chile, did Camila Campos, the America's champion, the Pan Am silver medalist 4 years ago in Lima, bronze in 2015. She's been on the climb. I remember in Kitakyushu, medaling in the Asia Oceania Open section in Japan. She won the bronze there, 5th in her last 3 World Championships. That's how good she is, trying to get into one of the top 3 in the world. We've already seen Olivia Broom top a podium here, but not at 55.
So the straps come undone, so she's just got to re-tighten that. She doesn't want her legs to shift during the lift proper, and that's why she straps in. Now she's sorted and ready to go.
Woman who has, time and again, been a major championship medalist, 3 America's medals, twice she's been the America's champion. And she leads in this final on 110 for Chile. Camila Campos. Great lift, she wants more.
That was rock solid. She just came down nice and tight on the chest, rocketed it up to the sky, and locks it out. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She knows it. She gives a fist pump.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk.
Well, now a woman who has got really massive prospects here, and the main reason for that is she's the world record holder, doing it at the last World Championships 2 years ago. She was unbeatable then. Is she unbeatable now? The interesting thing is there are going to be 3 heavier attempts coming up from Shevchuk, but she is capable for Ukraine of some massive leaps. It was bronze for her in the Europeans behind Bezra Duman and Olivia Broom. That's worth pointing out. Going for 115. Obviously depends on what form she feels she's in as well. Still the reigning world and Paralympic champion. Still the world record holder. She's still Mariana Shevchuk. She's still really good. What a great lift. 115 for Shevchuk, leads to Ukraine.
She just makes such fast, efficient work of that. In, bring it down, tight on the chest, straight back up, boop, off to the next. That was amazing. Look at this. No questions asked. She knew she had it. Nicely done.
Aiming for 3 world titles in a row. And here comes the woman who dethroned her as European champion, Bezra Duman. Paralympic bronze, World Championship silver for the second time, a second medal 2 years ago in Belize. It was bronze in Mexico City in 2017. The 2 in a row European champion. And then she met against Shevchuk. Both were reigning European champions in the 1 division they met, having won at different categories in Berkshire in 2018. And they clash here too. 123 to lead, even more so in the race to Paris, which she is winning. There she goes. That's all she needed to do. And that is a good lift. 3 out of 3. Bezra Duman climbs to the top of the table, and it is game on.
125 kilos.
Another simply unbelievably amazing attempt. Just gets in there, does what she knows she needs to do, takes it out, straight down, rock solid on the chest, straight up, and waits for the rack command. Nicely done.
Thank you, Mark.
So next up, for Egypt, Rehab Ahmed. She loves this city. She perennially wins in this city. the African champion, ahead of Bose Fajide in October. Reigning African world and Paralympic champion previously.
One minute.
She's got her chest nice and high, shoulders down into that bench, getting that position just so.
Well, here she is. And she's, as usual, leaving as little time in the clock as possible. As usual, she's getting a very heavy lift in her 125. She's made it. The world champion herself, looking for 4 in a row across different weights, has made that one work. This is some final.
That was just undeniable. She brings it down at a good speed, but completely controlled, holds it rock solid on the chest, and that's incredible, but she has the strength to do it, and rockets it up, there she is, and rockets it up, locks it out, and she's good to go. Nice job.
One more to go. Fresh to the game. The Asia Oceania champion, 4th in a world championship debut in Tbilisi. She lifted 113 then in the 55 kilo final. That was when Shevchuk had her big record. She leads the race to Hangzhou. She wants to win the race here.
She's taking plenty of time to set up. She knows she's not in a rush. She's done this before.
Not that often. This to go second. Rhea Baukmed has already lifted 125. This is 125 as well. We haven't had a miss yet in this Group A. Nor will we for the moment. Every single lift in round 1 has been good. And it is Zhao Jinping up to second. Rhea Baukmed leads on 125. Zhao's second 125. Third, Bezra Duma 123.
Remarkable, straight down, presses, locks it out. Nicely done.
The Barnes was representing Great Britain, the first lift of the second round.
So here we go into round 2. And McGuinness coming back for Great Britain, the former World Junior Champion, silver in the Manchester World Cup. Same story in Tbilisi behind Olivia Broome when they were in together. That was back in April. Broome 1, McGuinness 2. Travelling the length of Europe, but it was worth it for them. So she's going for 95. 271 is the total lift lead. Don't worry about that until the final round. McGuinness, because Broome is in 4th, doesn't get into the race to Paris unless Broome goes elsewhere. So McGuinness has to be in the top 8 and be the top British to automatically go in. She gets counted if Broome is not in that list, basically.
1 minute.
This is it for Charlotte McGuinness. For 95, Charlotte McGuinness. She would move on 3. She's 11th right now. Not anymore, she's not. She goes up in a 9th place. Well, she could get up to 3 figures, which is quite an ask. We're talking lifetime best territory there. Maybe she feels it's very doable. We'll see. She's in the mood to go on.
Really nice. Straight down, straight up. Shoulder blades stay on the bench, so even though she does some inversion there with her chest, it doesn't matter because the shoulder blades stay tight on the chest, and off she goes. Nicely done. Great attempt.
Oh yes, what a lift that was. And now our major championship debutant, Christiane Alves-Resch, of Brazil, going for 96, having cleared 93. So this to send her up into 8th position. She'd be 7th in the group, but obviously we already have a group here who's way up in Chow, who didn't get all her lifts in, just the first lift in. She got 96, her 2 attempts over 100 were not successful. And if they were, she would be 6th overall now. She would be way ahead in terms of the total lift. But anyway, she's leading the Legends. She's won the Legends, actually. There are no from the Legends age group in Group A. So that competition is now over, and that means it is gold for Chow. 96 she went to, and this is Alves for 96. Go underneath her, because there's already somebody on 96, and that is their tally. But she'll try and get this, Alves, and then overtake in the next one, but she does not get this one. Wow.
Just off the chest, straight up, about a little more than the halfway mark. She stops, and then she extends. So it has to be one fluid motion up. Nice try, though. Here she comes, tighter on the chest, straight up. You see she stops, and then she continues. Nice try. I would say that bar probably drifted back a little, and that's what caused that stop. She just needs to drive straight, not let it come backwards. That will cause a stop.
Well, Muslima, Nuruddinova. Sporadic competitions to her name over the past few years for Uzbekistan. This is some competition, this is some build-up. Nuruddinova going for 103. She'd stay where she is in 6th place, but she'd add 3 kilos onto it, and opportunities in the total lift of people start missing. Has she made this one work? Yes, she has. That was really good by Nuruddinova. And 103, so she's there. She's there.
Please, 104 kilos, rack 12.
And to the eye, even though the bar comes forward and backwards, if she keeps control of it, then that's a good attempt. And so we'll look at the replay. She kept control. See how the bar shifts, but she continues moving it straight up and locks it out. Therefore, it's a good attempt.
On we go for Iran. Madia Mahamadian on her major championship debut. As an Iranian woman lifting at a World Championships. Tremendous history. True sporting history. So going for 104 here, it's a big leap, 9 on top of the 95 she got earlier.
One minute.
Well, what tremendous success she has had so far, what great support she has here as well. Mohammadian for 104. But on the stop sequence, it is no lift, and it is all 3 against on that stop sequence.
just a little fast on the chest, and what a shame, because a perfectly executed attempt. Other than that, hopefully she'll go back. The coach in the back will let the coach know in the front, or someone will communicate, and she'll realize she just has to hold it a split second longer. Look, super fast. That's what we call a touch and go. It has to be held and stopped between the descent and the ascent. Nice work, though.
The America's champion, Camila Campos, lying in 5th place. World and Paralympic champion, Shevchuk, in 4th. Duman, European champion as well, in 3rd. Zhao, the Asia-Oceania champion, in 2nd. And our leader, the African and world champion. So Campos looking for 1:13. Great consistency. If the competition ended here, she would finish 5th for a 4th straight World Championships. But she doesn't want to do that. So high in the race to Paris as well. She's actually 6th in that. Olivia Broom present in this race. Not present in this final. She's been busy elsewhere and picking up glory for Britain again. Campos trying to do the same for Chile, 113. Just to get her 2 lifts in, she'd be the 3rd to do it. A couple of misses now in this 2nd round. Campos, though, going heavy for 113. Well, right now it's an extra 10 kilos to get into the medals. So 113 though, and Campos is working it well, and now she'll be thinking about going for broke.
That was excellent, just excellent. Straight down, tight on the chest, straight up, locked out. No complaints or concerns whatsoever. That was excellent. Nice.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk.
Maria Mamadian. We've seen miss at 104. Christian Alves missing at 96. So we go into the top 4, and in 4th place, Mariana Shevchuk, the world record holder. 133.5. Still the world and Paralympic champion, but dethroned as European champ. Bronze last time out in Tbilisi. But still a magnificent campaigner, still a tremendous athlete, still capable of a medal here. She'd be 3 kilos away with this at 120. Shevchuk is great lift. She's moving on up in terms of the total lift as well. She's got her 2 lifts in. This is going to be competitive in every department.
26 kilos, please. Rack height 4.
That was absolutely fantastic. Straight down, tight on the chest, straight up, locks it out. Nicely done.
Bezra Duman, who dethroned Shevchuk as the European champion. Paralympic bronze in Tokyo. World Championship bronze in Mexico City in 2017. 4th in Astana in 2019. Silver last time out in Tbilisi 2021. She went back there to claim the European title. 126 to go into the gold medal position and to start leading the race to Paris, which is nice, but being world champion is something very, very special in your own sport. We've already seen another European champion in another sport here. This for the lead. The last 3 lifts of this round are all for the lead. 126 Duman. Has she made that? Is that even at the top?
I'm not sure.
Nope, the press has been knocked down by all three, certainly from our viewpoint, which is the right-hand side referee's angle. That did not look straight on the press.
And she's confused, but it really did not look like it locked out. When we see the replay, we'll be able to see better. Here she is on the chest. She's really fast on the chest too, and she just doesn't extend those arms completely. Unfortunate, really nice attempts prior.
So Rehab Ahmed of Egypt going for 130. So this would be a whopping lead. Now remember, the world record is 133.5 from Tbilisi at the Worlds 2 years ago. Those half kilo lifts have gone now. It has to be a full kilo attempt for a record. Ahmed 130. African and world champion 2017, 2019, 2021. African champion the last 2 times. The woman from Cairo qualified in English at Zaghi Zig University Telecollegiate Club. Zaghi Zig, they were big once upon a time. $130. Ahmed for the lead. And Zhao at the moment also going for 130. So if Ahmed gets this, again Zhao is not looking to overtake. $130 for Rehab Ahmed. Well, she's looked to work that well on the chest sequence, the stop sequence. She did do that. 130 to lead. And what a lead.
That was just beautiful. I mean, just perfect. She has come in here and executed unbelievably well. Just perfect. Straight down, nice touch on the chest, straight up, locks out, puts it back. Nice job.
Zhao Yinping going for 130. Having got 125. This is an Asian record. Held by Zhao Guizhan at the European Open Championships in Ege in 2015. Zhao Yinping, 130. She would stay in second place. That's important. She's way clear in the race to Hangzhou. She's going to be there. So Ahmed leading on 130, Zhao to go second on 130. As you now know, Ahmed there first. It doesn't come down to body weight or anything like that. There's no head-to-head lift. There's no sharing medals anymore. Here comes Zhao Yinping. Has she finished that off? I wonder. Look to get the press out. No, it's 2-1 against. Well, she does have an exemption.
Yes. And even with the exemption, it has to lock out completely to whatever the athlete's ability is.
That exemption can't fully extend elbows, and that comes up in the referee's screen.
Nice try, really nice try.
So Zhao Yinping misses out. 5 of the 9 have got their 2 lifts in. Ahmed leads 130. Zhao second, 125. Duman third, 123. Besra Duman. She'll still be known mainly as Besra in Turkey because surnames only came in that nation in the 1960s. Well, big one for Christian Alves. It's for 97. Now, she's going to leap over a lot here. If she gets this, she goes from 10th to 8th. She has put in a really impressive debut. What a great emergence by Christian Alves-Reyes. And you never notice the crowd swelling up, but as you go lift by lift and round by round, it's a real throng at the venue. Competition which started almost exactly 3 hours ago. That's when the Group C competitors are coming out on stage. This is Christian Alves-Reyes to make a big name for herself, to get up into 8th place in the World Championship final. It has not happened. It has not happened.
Yeah.
Denied at 97.
Same issue as her second attempt. Gets 3/4 of the way, slows down to almost a stop, and this time one arm rose before the other. And so all the way around, that just was messy. Lock up, and there's the left side and then the right side. Nice try, though.
So Charlotte McGuinness coming now, second to go in this final round for 97. So this is where we start referring to the total lift. 271 is the lead. That for Rakono Tomova of Uzbekistan. 271 in Group B. And if McGuinness gets this, 97 added to it, she would be on 284. There are 5 who could win medals in the total lift. And in terms of the World Championship, I think there are 5 who are going for medals here. Charlotte McGuinness then. Basically, we have 7 in total of the 9 who we're going to see who, one way or another, are jousting for a medal. And remember as well, by the way, our long-time leader from Group B, Chow, has also won the Legends competition, the over 40s, at a lift of 96. The silver going to Hernandez on 90. And Hatmotnock 83 in third. Try and clear up the total lift for you as well. This is Charlotte McGuinness, 97. She just didn't get it. It's the press sequence. She kind of thought that.
Yes.
But she's been topping up in this competition. Really well coached. Ben Richards with her. They do have a great coaching structure now. The British weightlifting, who look after para-powerlifting in the UK.
She brings it down and she drives, but one side goes up before the other. She puts that little last emphasis on, showing that she didn't drive directly up. Nice try, and boy does she have that weight. Next time she's going to come back and get that nice and clean. Well done.
So now, Nuradinova going for 104. This would be for a total lift of 307 to go into the lead in the total lift. So Nuradinova going for 104 for Uzbekistan. And you, if you weren't watching last night, it's been a really great heartwarming story about Uzbek powerlifting. You can find it on the powerlifting social media. The 104, Nuradinova for Uzbekistan. So has she done that? Oh, she has. She goes into the gold medal position in the total lift, and she goes there above Tomova. It's Uzbekistan 1 and 2 in that right now. It could be another great news story for Uzbekistan in para-powerlifting, but she'll have to hope that the rest get nobbled a little bit. She is in 6th in the World Championship.
That was fantastic. Brings it down, stops for the amount of time she needs, presses it straight back up, and locks it out. That was excellent.
Mohammadian.
So Madia Mohammadian of Iran, who got 95, missed 104, this for 105, so she's not going to feature in the battle for the medals in the total lift. By the way, look at that 137 from Ahmed. That will be a world record attempt. Zhao with another Asian record attempt. Duman going for 126. We'll be looking for the silver. Shevchuk's looking for the silver. And Campos looking for an extra 3 kilos. And actually, Campos looking for the gold in terms of the total lift herself. So Mohammadian, this has been a really great debut. Consider she gets this, she would be 6th in the World Championship final, which would be a sensational international debut. No World Cups for her. This is the World Championship stage, and she is 6th in the world. What a debut. Iranian women on the championship stage globally for the very first time, and they have a 6th placer. And Mohammadian, 105 with a brilliant lift.
Absolutely sensational. That was really great to watch for so many reasons. Just fantastic. Here she comes, stops on the chest, drives it straight up. She went back. She knew what she had to fix from the last time, and boy, did she come out and fix it. Good for her. Congratulations.
4 efforts with 6 to go in this final round. Camila Campos gold in the Veracruz World Cup. So that's where she is in the race to Paris. Here we go, Campos, 116. New ground for her. And she's ready for it.
1 minute.
Here comes Campos. Massive lift coming. And this to be, whether she gets this or not, 5th in the World Championship final. But this to put her in top spot in the total lift. She would get a medal. It would be 3rd at worst. Looking to keep that clear, Campos. She's done it. She leads in the total lift. It will be bronze at least. It will be an elite, a senior World Championship medal for the first time. She would love it to have been in the big time, in the best lift, where the champions have always been crowned. But look, 110 she lifted to win the Pan Am Americas title in St. Louis. And in the open competition, Charlotte McGuinness was 2nd in that. Fabiola Perez was 2nd from Mexico. Great lift this.
Absolutely fabulous. Brings it down, nice and tight on the chest, drives it straight up. That was just fabulous. Well done.
So now every lift from here on in is an attempt on the medals. Shevchuk is in 4th, looking for the silver. But remember one thing, if these last 4 get their lifts in, they are entitled to a power lift and entitled to go for a world record. Which goes towards everything, including the race to Paris and including the gold. So Shevchuk is not throwing in the towel, but she has to get this lift to go up into silver, and she would still be eligible for a lift for gold if she gets it. Shevchuk 126. Awesome lift. She still holds the world record for the next 10 minutes at least. And that is a good lift. And Shevchuk is still going. She's up to silver.
Motors, please, 127 kilos.
That was just extraordinary, and she looks like she might have tweaked her back on the way walking out here because she's really stumbling, but what a lift she did. Straight up, locked it out. That was marvelous, just marvelous. Fantastic. And let's hope she's okay as far as her back goes as well.
Important point, she's in the gold medal position in the total lift, 361. Silver right now, Camila Campos, 339. Nuradinova, bronze in that, 307. Nuradinova is not safe. Campos will get a medal. Bezra Duman leads the race to Paris. She wants to lead this race today. Now, here's something. Raya Ahmed, look at that, 130, going for a world record, 137. Duman now, she too is aiming for a silver of 127, but she has to get this, and she would be entitled to a power lift as well. There could be a lot of assaults on the world record. At best, she has to get this to be entitled to it. 127. She's not happy. That's why she's not happy. And I think she knew anyway. All three against her on the press, and she finishes in 4th place.
Yeah, again, she just didn't lock it out. Even though she does have extension issues, you could see she could continue to press because she was pressing, but she didn't lock it out, and it didn't lock out evenly. So that's a no lift.
A record attempt for Asia, 3rd round.
In the old days,
Jinping
Jinping going for 130 would mean she was going for gold here. She'd get the nod in terms of the head-to-head against Raya Ahmed. Then last year it would have been a head-to-head lift. But now with Ahmed already on 130, this is a tilt squarely for the silver medal for an Asian record. But remember, she would be entitled to a world record attempt if she gets this. And that would be a lift for the gold. New rules now since last year's Continental Championships, the regionals, with Zhao won in Pyeongtaek to be the Asia Oceania champion. So this to go from bronze to silver. Shevchuk currently in silver. Needs to get the lift to keep going. So has she got it? 130? She has not got it. And so Zhao Jinping wins the bronze. Duman finishes in 4th. Shevchuk is 2nd. Raya Ahmed is going for the world record, but she's not the only one eligible to go for the world record. This is Zhao out of the equation, and she wins bronze.
Straight down, and just doesn't get it up. You see it comes up, starts to come back down a little bit, and that's a no lift. I think she was a little shocked. You could tell by her face she wasn't sure what happened. She'll go back and look at the video and realize what's transpired. Once it goes straight up, you just have to leave it. The body wants to bring it back down on the shoulders, but you have to stay locked out.
So this is a world record attempt for Raya Ahmed, going for 134. The world record of Mariana Shevchuk. Shevchuk, if she is up to it, can also go for this, or 135, or whatever she wants. Ahmed is in the gold medal position, but it is up to Shevchuk as to whether or not she stays in the gold medal position. Shevchuk may not feel like a world record attempt today physically, but Ahmed definitely does. World record has lasted 2 years from the last World Championships in Tbilisi. And as has come up on the big screen, it's really heavy. 134 then. Raya Ahmed. She is the world champion, looking for the world record. African champion, world champion for the 4th time in a row. Shevchuk still has time to declare, by the way, if she wishes to have a record attempt. Here is Rhea Ahmed, who has the gold, and now to have a prestigious world record a year ahead of the Paralympic Games, almost to the day. 1:34 for the world record for Egypt. And it is not going to come. So Ahmed is in the gold medal position. Her lifts are done. She could not have a power lift. She's missed her last attempt. What does Shevchuk want to do? They have to have some sort of a word from her. If she feels like having a go, that's why nobody's moving on the stage. Ahmed's time is done, 1:34, so she is in first. Shevchuk second. Xiao Jinping definitely gets the bronze, and Tuman in fourth.
She's disappointed, but it just wasn't, the gas wasn't in the tank, as they would say today. She brought it down, nice stop, and she just got stuck below the halfway mark. Nice work today, though.
And because of that, Shevchuk does win the gold in the total lift, 361. Campos second, 339. Nuruddinova third, 307. Everybody is still on the stage. And that's it. Shevchuk will not be going for the world record she was entitled to. She wins the total lift. Shevchuk takes the silver. And Ahmed, for the 4th consecutive time, is the world champion. Great competition this was. Ahmed winning at 1:30. Shevchuk the silver, 1:26. Zhao the bronze, 1:25. Shevchuk winning the total lift, 361. Campos the silver, 339. And Nuruddinova, 307, gets the bronze. Zhao wins the Legends competition. Gold for her in that. Lifting 95. Elsewhere in the Legends, it was Hernandez 90, Motnock 83. Which means Motnock is up there in terms of the total lift as well, by the way. Victory ceremony is coming.
welcome the medalists.
Well, here we go. The victory ceremony in what has been a tremendous final world record attempts. Just missed. And Asian record attempts too. But what it means is that Rhea Ahmed is still a world champion in a battle of reigning world champions.
Mr. Massimo Dighe,
And it is Massimo
World
Dighe,
Parasport
the
Deputy
World Parasport
Director.
Deputy Director, who is
Bronze medalist.
presenting the
representing
medals here.
People's Republic of China, Zhao Jinping.
So it is bronze to Zhao Jinping. She lifted 125 in the opening round, a couple of attempts at the Asian record, which has lasted 10 years, remarkably, but unable to add to it. So the Asia Oceania champion gets her first global medal, and it is a world championship bronze after finishing 4th 2 years
Silver
ago.
medalist, representing Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk.
Well, she has been world champion going into this in a clash of reigning world champions, but she still holds the world record of 133.5, and it is a silver for Shevchuk of 126. And she remains Paralympic champion too. Former European kingpin in 2018, Mariana Shevchuk
Gold medalist,
gets the silver.
representing Egypt, Rehab Ahmed.
Rhea Ahmed claims gold for the 4th consecutive World Championships. Mexico City, Astana, Tbilisi, and now Dubai. She's won the last 2 African titles, a couple of Paralympic silvers. She's aiming for more in a year's time. She went for the world record and didn't get it, but she is world champion for the 4th time with that lift of 130.
Rise if you're able for the national anthem of
She's done it for Egypt. Well, glory.
Congratulations to the medalists.
World Championship kind for Rhea Ahmed. She takes it at 130. And the thing about, by the way, these 3 is that Shevchuk was the only one to get all of her lifts in. She was entitled then to a 4th one, but it would have had to have been for 134 for a world record attempt, and she may not have felt up for that today. Ahmed, Shevchuk, Zhao, the 1, 2, 3. And Shevchuk is going to pick up a gold very soon. Camilla Campos, the silver in the total, which Shevchuk has won. And Nuruddinova of Uzbekistan with the bronze.
The women's up to 67
We're coming back in, I'm delighted to say,
A session at 3:55.
over 2 hours time for the women's
men's
67 kilo
59
final.
kilo
Take care, we'll see
category
you soon.
closes of the day. C session beginning at 5:15, B at 6:15, and 7:20 will feature the A group. Thanks for coming. Hope to see you this afternoon and beyond at the World Para Powerlifting Championships in Dubai.